I go get up, no go bath. You go still reach the sole of my feet. We go dey kill your papa. All of a sudden, your eye was strong.
So why you need to stand on top of my head? Why you not sitting on my head?
Yo, what a crazy first week in Big Brother's house. Like, this house, a lot of things happened. Then last night, a lot of things were going on, and I was like, I'm going to stay awake and watch everything and put together a video where you will see everything that happened, even the ones that happened this morning. I'm very sure if people did not see the gossip session that was happening because you were sleeping and I was not. I stayed awake so that I can, be there for you guys like I always am. So it was it was a lot, both doings here and there, quarrels here and there, expression of feelings, both positive and negative feelings. You see that midnight gossip crew, the things that they say and how they say it just gets me wondering, like, yo, how are you guys like able to voice these things out in the manner that they do, right? But we're going to get to their own later. Their matter is not even the first matter that we'll be discussing. Let's discuss these doings between Isabella and Kaikumi, because I never said this one before for Big Brother. Like, they do things in Big Brother's house, but normally they tend to, like, hide, and when it comes to things that are more than just like kissing and stuff, they tend to like do it codedly, hidden places. This one in plain sight, and Kayode did not take the camera out immediately. Normally, Kayode will just move it, but it's as if this year they said we are going to see content, we are going to see it, and we're the ones that will be running away from it. So we saw things and things. So that's the first thing we're going to talk about. Welcome back to my channel, guys. If you are new here, please remember to like, share, subscribe, and all the good stuff. And let's address this Isabella and Kaikumi's matter. So this was after the Saturday night party, right? I knew that things and things were going to happen, and it started off with them just like doing a little touchy here and there from KK. They went to the room and proceeded sorry, they went to the room and then more happened. Now it's inside the room that there was a Bobby tampering. And it's crazier that she was the one that literally lifted, like, her this thing. She was the one that lifted her clothes for him to. First of all, it was like obviously what they call it. He was obviously like trying to still be careful and all of that. Next thing, babe, just say, okay. It's as if there's a barrier here. Let me take it off so that you can have a non-barrier access to what is happening here. And then it was longer than that, obviously, but I don't want to do too much here. I'm just showing you guys a little bit of it. You can find the full version of this whole thing on, like, maybe Instagram, Twitter, or mostly Twitter, those platforms that allow for such things. So, you guys, this is week one, and this is where we are at. I wonder what is going to happen along the line. They are definitely going to go all the way, except the fight and they don't continue their situationship. But for now, I believe that they're going to go all the way. In fact, they even fought after this whole thing. They were having some issues, but I think everything now is just part of the drama that they were trying to act. Now, for Dede and Kola's situation. So Kola in this clip, he was telling Dede that he had a good time at the party, but with Dede, with regards to Dede, he wanted more, almost like he wanted more attention from her, and she was just minding her own business there. She was like, how can you be wanting more from me, from the party that we just started talking again not too long ago, and we should be able to be our individual selves, especially at this point. Like, you should take it easy, take like, hold breaks more.
I just need a little bit more. That's all of you. Like, it's not like it's anything more than that.
Why? You just started talking again today.
I know.
Why should they give attention? I don't get this thing that is happening. So I just feel like we need to slow down and just be individual people.
Okay, so we did it and Kola. They're still, the roller coaster situation is still going on. Sometimes she'll give him this vibe of like, I did for you, like I'm really into this thing. And then along the line she will just go back to setting her boundaries again, just to let him know that I still have something outside of this thing that we are doing here. It's not heading to where you think it's heading to. So let's not get ahead of ourselves. So sometimes she'll be all sweet, and then other times she'll still try to put her boundaries there. But this is still the first week, like we have been saying. We still have a long time to see where this is going to reach. Now, with IMISI and Faith, I think this likeness that IMISI has for Faith, it don't they pass normal this thing, because you know the body language there was giving, it's almost like she wanted to swallow swallow this guy. So they were having a conversation, and then she was all up in his face, just all over him basically. But they were having a conversation about K-Bobo and Kola, her other men in quotes, you know. So yeah, let me show you guys first.
In his mind, you are for him. He was like, if anybody bullies anything, I'm going to fight them. Like, you know, he said, I'm your healer. He said, he's your healer. Yes. He's putting the effort for you. It felt weird that you were now the.
I feel like it's very
So hold
campus.
on. Okay, let me just take this back before we even get into this part. So for that clip that you just saw, it was J Paul, Fast J Paul. See, I used to mistake face for J Paul sometimes. I think it's the same kind of hair that they carry. So it was Faith telling her that K-Bobo cares for her. Like he was just trying to make her understand that K-Bobo cares for her, and some of the things that he told her, some of the things that K-Bobo has said that points towards that direction, and that maybe the reason K-Bobo has been giving her some attitude is because she was I think he mentioned her getting close to Mensa and stuff. So it was from a place of, sorry, I'm here looking forward. I forgot that my camera is literally in front of me. So it was from a place of jealousy, almost like Kibaba was jealous with her and the way she was been mingling with some of the guys. And she felt bad and went to have a conversation with Kibaba. They had a very long conversation, right? I don't know why Faith is giving Brighto at this point, because all those things that he said, I don't think that's how K-Bobo feels. Like, I know they're friends and all. I think that K-Bobo sees it from a friendship angle, right? Except there's something that we are not seeing. Yeah. So let me just play at this point. She was just trying to get his whole perspective. That's capable, trying to understand him, and she was still all up in his face too. It's as if that's how she used to have her own conversations. Like she literally be all up in your face, and capable had to tell her that, why are you standing up? You sit down now, and that's when she almost
It's
fell.
very campus. I know, but why have you been acting weird lately?
You are a snake. You are doing like a Jola.
That's what she's. Don't pretend I really fuck with it.
So why you stand on top of me? Why you not sitting on my head?
Like,
I don't know why. I don't know why that was so funny. I'm not supposed to be laughing at somebody falling down, but that fall was kind of funny. So the conversations they had, it was a long session, long conversations, of which 90% of it was as if they were not landing. It was up. They stuck up. Like, I'm like, okay, they were just like, oh, okay, you know that before you know that part will not finish, and they've entered another thing, and then the other person will say, okay, that's how this thing happened. They've entered another, like, just very scattered kind of conversation, and then you'll be trying to make sense of it, and you will not be able to really do that. You just pick two and two. But Shasha, they were just having like a friendly conversation, and she expressed herself. She even talked about her experience. I think she talked about um she sure talked about a lot of things that she has been through. He also expressed himself. There was time they were getting all she was getting all emotional self. Yeah. And I can't remember the exact things that she spoke about, but it was just them having their normal friendly conversation. Now there was also a fight between Tracy and Big Soso. Finally, we have seen small content from Tracy. She's out there. So she had a fight with Big Soso, and what exactly caused this fight? Say person say did not say sorry, and we say sorry and did not say sorry. Let me just play this clip first, and I'll explain what caused the fight for you guys.
When Victory attacked me, none of them said anything. They were all there. Three of them come they attack me at the same time. I'm already upset about something. Now that time when I come feel say when I come, they tell me whether I'm right or wrong or whatever. And they do make her they ask me say I be okay. Why are you asking me now? Later she come say okay. Sorry.
So she already kind of explained she already kind of explained the whole thing. So she had a the main fights, the genesis of the fights was with Victory, right? She had a fight with Victory, and then three of her friends, Ibifubara, Tracy, and Telma came up to her, and they were trying to like settle the whole thing. And I think in that settlement they were trying to make her see her own fault in it, and that got her pissed off because she felt like I'm already angry right now. You guys cannot be making me feel like I am at fault. Maybe when she has calmed down, they can tell her. So Tracy, in the whole thing, yeah, Tracy was not like the main person. It was even Ibifubara that Big Soso spoke to, saying that she didn't like them coming to her and telling her that. So Tracy came now, wanted to also talk. Big Soso now said, in fact, that she didn't want to hear from her. She didn't want to listen to her, and then Tracy just left the situation, left the scene. Right? She said she was going to meet her later. So later on, she went to meet her in like the locker room to ask her if she was okay when she was doing her makeup for um the party. So she went to meet her later to find out if she was okay. And the way Soso responded to her was kind of rude. Soso was like, do I look like I'm not okay? That kind of thing. And then other people were there. So Tracy felt embarrassed by how Big Soso spoke to her, And then later on, Big Soso said she went to have a conversation with Tracy, and Tracy told her that she felt some type of way about how she spoke to her, and then she asked for an apology, and that's what Big Soso was now saying, is the apology that he wants, sorry, now, that kind of apology that is not like very apologetic, yeah. And this is when Tracy had already apologized. So Tracy was also Tracy also wanted her to acknowledge that, okay, you made me feel some type of way, and you know, I deserve an apology, right? But what now made the matter escalate here was because Tracy was having a conversation with Ibifubara about the situation. Tega was also there. And then now in the room, she was also having a conversation with Rude Boy. And Big Soso was now saying that she should stop talking about her, that she doesn't want to be hear her talking about her, that she has a problem with her, she should come and meet her. And she was just literally warning her. But the warning was like very stern, and it was very aggressive, if I may say. They had a long conversation, and the way she just came into the room, like, stop talking about me. Da 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 da. Friendship is not by force. Like, it was literally all going all the way. Yeah. So sorry. Tracy also had to now respond in with the energy that she was giving.
Person dey here when I talk, and camera dey here talk. She wants an issue. If everybody dey go meet them, they try to make I beg you. Who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you? Get the fuck out. Stupid idiot. Don't get to worry you. Fuck you too. Nonsense. You won't mouth like fish.
Hey, Jesus is Lord. Like, F you here. Like, insults flying here and there, like the whole thing just escalated. And it's obviously because of the way Soso approached the matter and approached the thing. So Tracy's angle, the fact that she was having a conversation with other people, although with the conversation she had with Ibifubara was because Ibifubara was part of this issue somehow. So it was like, okay, let me hear from somebody else. This is how I'm feeling, let me explain to somebody else and hear their thoughts. But Ortega was sitting on the table, so he also heard. Then for Rude Boy, he said he saw the whole situation. He knew what was happening. That's why he went to have a conversation with her, right? So Tracy's own fault in the whole situation is that she was having conversations with others about it. Soso's own is that was Soso's issue, and then she came at her. But the aggression Soso used to come at her was somehow, and then now going as far as saying, friendship is not by force. We don't need to be friends and all that. Like, reach to say, it's not as if they are forcing friendship on you or anything. It's just we're having an issue right now. Let's try and sort it out. It never reach to say, we don't have to be friends, or we don't need to mingle and stuff. So that's just basically it with them. So let's now hold on. Let's now talk about the train of conversations that happened. Meanwhile, our ship Gigi and this guy's ship, they are back they are back together. So it's almost like they had like a break, right? During the week. That's Victory and Gigi. Yeah, it's basically them just having a conversation and chilling together last night, right? And for the gossip sessions, the general gossip sessions that were happening, let me talk about this one first. So this one was Sabrina and Doris. They were talking about um Dede, right? And basically Kola, his whole situation with Dede. So it was almost like what they call it, Sabrina explaining that Kola has just been, I mean, Dede has not been giving, sorry, I'm looking up. Dede has not been giving Kola the energy. Dede has been giving Kola some type of energy, still establishing her boundaries and all. And that she said that Dede wants like there's a kind of aesthetic she wants. That's why she's with Kola. And then it's almost like also trying to make her boyfriend outside see that, you know, people want me, and just kind of like making him see that she's also wanted, or you get people who still like her, that kind of thing, right? And that was just her own assessment of the thing. Doris was now saying that she call her lady's bed like that, so he's gonna have to lie on it.
Doesn't want optics that doesn't look. Yeah, she wants him outside to know that she's the one to. So he stays in check, right? For him to even have moved his bed. Oh well, he made his bed.
Hmm. Anyway, Kola, Kola don't see something for this house. As the weeks go by, it is going to only get worse. Things are going to get worse. Now, coming to the table conversation, it was IMISI's matter that Sultana tabled at first. Their voices are low sometimes. Somebody can even hear. Somebody can even hear like what it is that they are saying sometimes. But Sultana was speaking about IMISI, saying that at the party,
When
hold
she
on,
saw it, she pulled.
okay. She was saying that at the party, Isabella was dancing with Faith, and Imisi just came and, kind of she wanted to kind of take him away from that situation, and apparently drink poured on Isabella. And she said before that she was with Faith, that's Sultana. She said she was with Faith, and then um what they call it, is Imisi came to mark her territory. So it's almost like saying that Imisi has been marking her territory with Faith. That's basically what she was putting out there for us to see.
Isabella was doing the twerking and all. When she saw it, she pulled him. His drink poured on Isabella. She then acted like she didn't know. And then she went to Isabella and told Isabella that I was the one that called her. And I went to Faith and I asked Faith, did she tell you I called her? He said, yes. I told him, I didn't call her.
Mhm. Sometimes, yeah, with Sultana's gist, I usually don't know whether to take it take it for what it is, because sometimes he exaggerates things, right? But with Imisi and Faith, she has been expressing somehow that she likes Faith. She even told Kony that she likes Faith. So maybe she actually tried to mark her territory. Yeah, so it's possible. And I don't know whether would that be a ship? Famisi. New ships probably here and there with FMC. So that was the first one. Not no hard feelings there inside the gist. But the ones where she now said the most had to do with Dede and Mide. First of all, sorry, this is when she said she cannot lace her shoes, she not reach her level, she's not her mates. And I believe she was speaking about Dede in this particular clip, Abinamide. I think she was speaking about one of them, Sha. Dede or
You're
Mide.
looking at me like that because you dey Chris. Am I your mate? I am not your mate in any way. You literally are trying to adorn yourself with shit to be close to me. I go get up, no go bath. You go still reach the sole of my feet. We go dey kill your papa.
Ma, like, even whether it's Dede or is Mide or whoever she was talking about, like, where, whoever it is in the house that she was talking about, like, what? Like, excuse me, ma. Your Highness, Igwe, we'll call Igwe for you. Make him come give you a word. Let him come and give you a word. In fact, this one not even now, it's not Igwe that we're going to call. We're going to call Prince of England to give you a word because her majesty, her royal majesty, her excellency, that is what is given at this point. What is going on? So, sorry, they went on to talk about when Diddy came into the house. They were basically saying that it was Mide that gave Diddy self-esteem. That you look at her, you know that the self-esteem no been there, but it was when this was later on when she got close to Dede that she now started building that. I don't know where they got that from. I didn't even hear. See, these people.
I think for that matter, the first day they kick it.
They used to they surprise me with waiting that they talk sometimes. I get shocked.
Kiki and see, the first they were fighting for that matter. The first day they kick it, and then after you go see that girl self-esteem, you know what they help and boost her community. When they came, you know see the way she come, you could see that her. No, I want to call her timid, but this guy she did place where she know say nobody be your mate for you. But you see that nigga we carry cherry mouth come like I told her yesterday say for your life, you see that red lipstick. I told her yesterday.
Yo, she say Mide is giving. Now it's Mide that's giving the mind. I mean, I giving her a mouth. I be giving her esteem. I be is boosting her self esteem. I don't understand. I don't understand. Like, this, what are you even saying? Like, I listen to the conversations. I mean, I listen to the things that were said there, and they try get within the really, really sub. You think that these people they were dragging something in their past life, right? Because the way they keep saying, oh, she's always talking about, they're always talking about Doris as media, and they're always talking about Doris and all of that. I don't know where they got that from, because most times when I've listened to their conversations, it's not about them. Yeah, I don't. But when if you say something, you'll be feeling like people are talking about you. And then Doris at the beginning of that clip, she was saying that, and Bright and KK, can you call me? They were dragging for her bed, so they're trying to say that Bright was also interested in Doris in a way. That's like what Doris was implying. Like Bright was dragging for her bed. So, so she ain't shit. So they also said that Dede doesn't have the attitude that she has when she's not with Mide, that she's a sweeter person when they are separate. Sorry, when they are separate from each other. So it's Mide that is influencing Dede, but Dede is the one that is out there, as in Dede is the one that is being projected as a mean person, but as Mide that is really mean. Among things upon things, nothing with a no talk. Then Ibifubara said that for Mide, whenever she sees her with whenever she hold on, whenever she sees her talking to Mide, sorry, with to Bright, that's whenever Mide sees her. Issues. Okay. And then Bright will now try to stay away.
Anytime she sees me talking to you, me as I road this. All of a sudden, I am strong, or strong, I or him. You now withdraw from everybody.
Hey. Oh yo. Gege. What do you guys have to say about all of these things? Anyway, that conversation. I don't know whether this is part of them giving us content, but if your content generally revolves around like talking about others, especially with Sultana, like she says a lot of things with so much like bitterness. Doris too is in that that's does that a lot. Yeah. I don't know if that's like what is about. At some point, it will now be as if you and the person get waiting, you know, they drag, you know. And for Koyin, Koyin was just there downloading gist. He did not say anything. He was just there downloading gist. Kocho was at some point at different points was making statements here and there, but it was just like also just a party to the whole gist. So I weak for the whole thing, oh, you guys. But we're still gonna listen. I'm still gonna keep bringing gist for you guys and letting you guys know and letting you guys know all that is happening. And there was a fight. There was a little part between Sabrina and Ortega where it was almost like she walked out. She walked out from him when they were talking. So I don't know what the fight is about. That's why I didn't really delve into it. When I find out what they're beefing for, I'll let you guys know. So for now, I think is I'm going to end this video. If there's any other thing that I missed, then in my next video, I'm going to add that there. These housemates, they've been doing the most. So thanks for watching, guys, and don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. And I'm going to see you on the next one. Bye. Love you.